Now this was very, very interesting to see, and I'll explain. This is a Ford engine. Now that might sound a little weird. This is a Mazda 6, the car, but this is a Ford engine. Ford and Mazda were partners at one time. They share a lot of parts, and I recognize this engine very, very well. It was one of the first I learned on. Now, that being said, pretty sure I know what's going on with the Banks 1 and 2 lean. Usually that's going to be a vacuum leak, like a leak on the intake, which is this here. Usually those vacuum leaks are underneath, so I would have to take this off. Wouldn't just be a huge job. I know this car pretty well. This intake manifold is not too bad to take off, but it'd be something you'd pay a decent bit for, about $50 or more. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what's causing that leak for sure. The power steering was pretty simple. The fluid was just low. That can cause it to make that noise. I filled it up and it went away. Now, if it comes back and the fluid is low again, let me know. That means there's a leak I haven't seen yet. But yeah, that's all that was going on there. Very simple. And here's like some of the ways into this engine. I recognize these ignition coils from Ford. I recognize this intake manifold. And here's something that's very unique to these. Cam pulley for your water pump. Very specific to the Ford Duratec 3-liter. So yeah, I know this engine very, very well. I can do pretty much anything you need done on this engine. And I'm quite confident that's what's going to be going on. There's only one place that's on top that could be a vacuum leak. That's this one, the top PCV for the front. But it seems fine. I don't see any breaks or anything like that in it, because that's what will usually cause lean code, air coming in where it's not expected. So there's too much air, so the fuel air burn's not right. And I had one Ford Duratec customers who was real bad, and it was a whole lot of the hoses that come into the bottom of this were just worn out and cracked. So we had to take this off and get with all them. But yeah, that's some details on your engine. Now, as for the other thing, the lug nut problem. Your car came with specialty lugs. I've never seen any manufacturer, like any car maker, use these from the factory, but you can get them at part stores and stuff like that, different sizes. They're what's called spline lugs. They kind of got these slots, and you get a special key that kind of a special lug, socket that goes in, grips them just right. Because yeah, an actual thing for taking off normal lugs, even my smallest size, just kind of slips over it. Doesn't really fit it right. So there's a key to undo these. And if the dealership hasn't given you that, you'll definitely want to know, because if you ever have a flat tire and you got to change the tire on the side of the road or something like that, if you don't have this, you'll be stuck. There'll be nothing you can take it off with. So they should have provided that. They should have let you know about that. But that's where I'm stuck at on the brakes. I do have one spline drive socket, but it's too big. I can see if I can get another one. But yeah, without that, we can't take these wheels off, and I can't really look into these brakes. Although from what little I can see, I think that for some reason, your back ones just really aren't doing their job. It looks the way the rotor looks. The rotors on the front look pretty well contacted, got some heat to them after driving. The rears look like they're not making good contact with the pads. So, pretty sure there's something wrong with the rear brakes on this. But I can't really, because of these, I can't really get in to find out. But that's something you'll definitely want to check with the dealership about. And if they don't have it, then I can try to talk to the guys at AutoZone for you to see if I can get a spline drive key that fits this.